Good morning, beautiful people. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is of the day when you're watching this video. This is your girl, Charlotte. Welcome to second to the last Vlogmas video that I'm doing. I'm so proud of myself for actually getting through this task, although sometimes it took me a minute to actually get them loaded up into the internets, but I did finally do it. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about New Year's resolutions for the business, for conscious gear. Like what? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. The last couple of weeks have been really hard for me. I've been really challenged with some stuff going on as it relates to the business. Also a little disappointed in sales because I really wasn't able to kind of get my marketing in place the way I really wanted to for a lot of different reasons. And I think number one is just because I wanted to make sure that when I sent out my product, everything was tip-top shape. And I felt like there were some gaps in that. Nothing major or anything like that, but just it's like handing your baby over or I just always want to make sure that everything that I do the best of my ability. I know not doing anything is not also a good strategy, but that's just kind of so fundamentally what I want to say is in terms of New Year's resolutions is because the last couple of weeks I have been a little lax and not doing a whole lot. Guess what, y'all? My number one New Year's resolution is just to reset. Just to spend the month of January really thinking strategically about the spring. I think that is probably, I guess one of the things that I had to realize too is that while Christmas could be a good time for my business, it would take a lot of work for me to make the kind of sales that I would want during the holiday season. And a lot of it has to do with the price point of my product. I think a couple of things. First of all, the price point of the product. I think also too that it really, if you're going to spend that kind of money compared to maybe electronic or some clothing or something else, it's got to be a substantial reason for why you're doing that. Also, it's kind of like giving you guys. I don't know if you guys know about Peloton when they did that commercial where the husband gave the wife the Peloton for a holiday gift or whatever it was. It was like a gift, and the notion was like you needed a Peloton because you need, kind of like, are you giving people that kind of gift because, you're trying to tell them that they need to be exercising or I need to, you know what I mean? So it kind of, it has this thing. And I learned that in this kind of doing a lot of pop-ups, doing a lot of talking to folks about the product. I discovered that, wow, this is like, it can be a good gift, but it's not going to be one of those gifts that everybody comes to and everybody buys for everybody else. And so that was awakening and it kind of hurt my feelings. But then everybody was like, well, get on January, New Year's resolutions and people doing what they need to do. And again, like, I'm realizing, yeah, my product could potentially be a good seller for New Year's. But I think what I more strategically understood is that my product is seasonal. It is highly seasonal. I'm going to sell some throughout the year, but that I really have to capitalize on kind of that spring, summer when people are getting ready to do these trail races, trail running. They're starting to exercise more. They're getting outdoors and probably focusing in on summer. I can't believe it, but summer. How to really capitalize on catching people when they're like outdoors and it's hot and they know that they want to exercise, but they need to be hydrated. So again, I'm just going to spend the month of January really resetting. Like, what am I doing? When are my seasons? How do I market? Just really kind of almost like start all over again, get back to basics and stop pussyfooting around. And that's going to be a lot of different things. And I'll be sharing a little bit with you guys about that. The second thing I'm going to do is focus on operations. This last year, I did work on an onboarding manual, which I totally love. It gives people opportunity to understand what the company is about. I love it. I love having that. Loving having that as a tool for me to how I communicate with people about the company. I love having it as a tool for people to have, employees to have, as they work for the company so they understand everything. And then also want to do some more standing operating procedures. Again, one of the things that I really struggled with because I was going to work with this fulfillment center, and then I realized the fulfillment center couldn't do what I needed it to do. And part of it has to do with the fact that I didn't have any standard operating procedures as it relates to how I want this package to go out. it's not just the hydration vest, y'all. It's also the water bladder. It's also one of the things that I do is I add on the shock cord and the little buttons as it relates to for the trekking poles. That's something that I do because I want it to be done a certain way and I want a certain quality. Also, there is some attachments that I put on, some adjustments I would say I do on the vest that I do with my own sewing machine in-house, something that I don't have the manufacturers do. And so that's something that really kind of came about after I got my shipment. I didn't realize, oh, I really should have told them to do this. And I didn't know until I got it. And so I don't mind doing it. It's fine. And so having standard operating procedures about how to get all this stuff done, how to package it, like I'm still working on, I really need to do an informational card so people understand like this is what this hydration vest is for, how you use it, how you wash it. I've learned a lot this year in terms of how to present a product to your customer, how to ensure customer satisfaction. And then also just like I'm really working on job descriptions and an employee manual. Like I'm ready to level up. Like no more contractors. Well, maybe a few contractors, but for the most part, what I'm really interested in is hiring a team, which is one of my other resolutions for the new year is to hire a team. I think I want to start with, quite honestly, is a fractional chief of staff. Someone that knows everything about the business. And so so I can have another person that knows everything about the business. And then we start to bring in other teams so that I'm not the only one that knows everything. I feel like I really need to have a second person. And if anybody out there wants to be a co-founder, I'm still in the game on the co-founder. It would be a minimal investment because I'm still in the early stages of this company. And because I want a lot of non-dilutive capital, I didn't have to invest a whole lot of my own money, although I did. Not a whole lot, but some. So co-founder alert, if you're interested. Okay. Another resolution is around customer service. Like I really want to establish my customer journey from the time they make the purchase to the end. And that has got to be really critical and important for me because I have a high priced product. And so people don't come in. It's not one of those products, CPG products, where you come back, you buy it over and over again. You buy it and then I kind of don't see you for like 4 or 5 years unless I have other things, which I will, because that's the next thing on my list of things to do. But really working on that customer journey, also announcing that I'm going to be doing free gear repair. So if anything ever goes wrong with your hydration vest, you can send it back to me and I will repair it or replace it for all that matter. And then also I want to start offering, I want to kind of travel around the country and do some pop-ups and then what I would do is I would do what I call gear adjustment. So let's say you bought a VestaPak and you love it, but there's some things that wasn't quite right that you could bring it to me and maybe I could make an adjustment. Because I know this product inside out, okay? And I know what adjustments will do on different bodies. And so the problem is creating a product is that it's not going to fit 100% everybody. However, I do know like things I can do in certain places to help it like fit a little bit better or, but for the most part, it does fit most people really, really well. But I do know that sometimes people might need just a slight adjustment. Okay. And then, so I'm excited about that as well as in terms of customer service is getting feedback. For everybody that's bought the VestaPak, I need to start going back to them saying, hey, what was your experience? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Blah, 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 blah. And so that's going to be really important for me to start doing. So I'm excited about that. And I think it's going to give me a lot of information. I've gotten a lot of information anyways, but I think it'll give me even more information as I continue on this journey. Because these last few weeks, I didn't know if I was going to continue on this journey. So it is December 31st, y'all, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll continue on this journey. Anyways, all right, and so the last thing I wanted to do is talk about the fact that I am designing an outerwear collection. Yes, I am, baby. And so I got about 7 to 9 pieces that I want to do in this collection. I want to do some shorts. I've talked a little bit about, if you watched one of the other Vlogmas, I talk a little bit about that. I want to do this shirt with highly mesh for a lot of sweat and wicking away a moisture. I'll do a nice little jacket. That jacket will feature a pocket for a water bladder. So I'm super excited about that. A lightweight jacket. Because sometimes you can wear the vest and that's fine. You can put your jacket over it. That's cool too. But maybe you just need a jacket. So I don't know. I know for me, I'm going to try it out. And then I'll let you guys know. Also, I want to do what I call outdoor workout dress. You know, maybe sleeveless. Maybe goes down like just above your knees. And it's going to be gender neutral. So I'm going to make it in such a way so it's gender neutral. I got this idea. Oh, I can't wait to start working on it. And I'll let y'all know. So be on the lookout for that. And then I want to work on a bra. So many people have come to me and said, Charlotte, why don't you work on a bra? Yes. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've tried almost every bra and we still have not perfected a bra for bigger bodied, bigger breast women who are being physically active and need support and control when moving. Yeah. So I'm going to work on that. I got some ideals. I did draft this. I have this bra that I started working on, prototype. And it needs some work on it. And my thing is, a lot of times when I prototype something, I like to sit on it for a minute, let it, you know, do its thing, and then let things come to me. I also like to let other people try it and then see what happens. So that's where I'm at now. I got it out to a couple people, and I'm just waiting. And so I'll start working on that again this year. Another thing I put on my list here is performance socks. For people with big feet that sweat a lot. That have big, wide feet. Me. Some of these socks companies, they're doing some amazing things. I'm not gonna lie. I got a couple pair of socks from a couple different companies that when I wear these socks, my feet sweat. Ooh, I got big, fat, sweaty feet. And I swear to God, you would have thought my feet never sweat. Because when I take my shoes and socks off, they still smell good. These socks are like, I'm like that. But they always dragging. They don't always fit right because I got big, wide feet. And then also, I always inevitably, even for some of the ones that have so-called reinforcement around the toe, honey, my big toe will drag a hole up in that sock. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that because I do a lot of running, sometimes a lot of it's downhill, that it's just constant friction on there. And so after a while, of course, the fabric is going to wear out. And so I was like, okay, so I need to work on the sock. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do. I had some other ideas. I don't know. I don't want a lot. I'm not about creating products that are already on the market. If I'm going to create something, it's something that's not there, that's not available, or if what's there is not working. And so I am innovating on it so that it actually is in service to a community of people who really need it. So those are my New Year's conscious gear resolutions: reset, focus on operations, customer service, hire a team, and design outerwear collection. We'll see how it goes. I am taking it one step at a time. I have decided to stop having expectations as it relates to sales around my business because I can't. The stress will kill me. And so I'm just going to do my best. I'm going to do my best and we'll see how it goes. And if you guys have suggestions, some helpful criticism, some commentary, some opinions, I am more than welcome to listen. Feel free to leave them below. And as always, thank you so much for joining me, and have the most amazing and beautiful Happy New Year's, fam. I love y'all. Thank you so much for all your support and all your love. See you in 2024.